Hey guys, it's Nick here, and maybe I did a video about this before, but if I did, who cares? I'm doing it again. This is a video defending Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh my god, he's defending one of the most shitty games of all time.
Well, yeah. Now, maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm fucked up in the head, and maybe it's because of all these shitty Nintendo games I've played that I've grown to like. Maybe that's the reason why I like this game, but I seriously think Duke Nukem Forever kicks ass.
Oh, it kicks ass. You're fucking stupid. It's not, it doesn't kick ass. It's one of the shittiest games of all time.
Well, look. Well, hear me out, though. Before you go ranting on me, I'm going to go explain. First of all, now I haven't beaten the game yet. Actually, I haven't played it for a while, but ever since we put our dollar down, I just haven't bothered to play it again. I'm playing Left 4 Dead 2 too much. But, hear me out. I'm going to talk about the things I don't like about it, because, I will admit, no game's perfect. There are going to be things I don't like. First of all, there's some parts of the game where it acts more like a platformer than an FPS game, and I really don't like that. I think Duke Nukem's more about shooting shit up rather than jumping on platforms and shit. I mean, some of the shit was frustrating to me. Like, there's this part where you get shrunk down in size, and you're in a Duke burger, and you have to avoid all the electric water on the floors and shit. And you have to turn off the electricity. That part was fucking annoying as hell. And I can't tell you how frustrated I was with that part, but it was so fucking shitty. And then there's a part where you get to drive a monster truck. Now, it won't be so bad, but tell me this, some game developers. Okay, you can develop all these first-person games, but you can't fucking put a first-person view in the car? Why the fuck not? What's so wrong with having a first-person view inside the fucking car? I mean, you might as well make the game fucking third-person then. Shit, man. I mean, I like FPS games, but at least give the players an option to go first person if they want to. If other people want to do third person, that's fine. But I personally want first person because I want to I want it to actually look like I'm in the environment and shit. Okay, so I really didn't like that, and I'm kind of getting pissed here. Like this new Twisted Metal game that's coming out, and I heard they don't have that either. It's be like the first game and do it. Jeez, man. So those are pretty much the things I don't like about it. And even on easy, the game is pretty fucking hard, and I really didn't like that. But that's just a personal thing. That's not a reason not to get it. Now I bought the game for $10, $5 for Duke Nukem Forever, and another $5 for the additional expansion pack. So yeah. So Duke Nukem Forever. Let me talk about the things I do like about this game. They brought most of the guns back from the first game. I can't think of any off the top of my head that they didn't bring back from the first game, but there's probably something that I just don't know about. But, I mean, they brought back the weapons, and that's pretty cool. They look like upgraded versions of Duke Nukem 3D. Also, one thing I really don't get is I've heard that people complain about all the sex in that game. Okay, there's a level where you have to find a vibrator, some condoms, and some popcorn. Don't ask me what the popcorn's for, because I don't know. And you're in a strip club, which was probably obvious, I don't know. People complain about that. I find that really funny, because no one complained in Duke Nukem 3D when, you press the use key on the Chinese lady and she shows her breasts to you, or we keep giving girls the money in the strip clubs and have them shake their tits at you. I mean, so if that's okay in Duke Nukem 3D, why isn't it okay in Duke Nukem Forever? Now look, I know the game took 15 years maybe of development. Well, okay, you gotta understand, they had to pass that on to a different developer. I believe 3D Realms was originally working on it, and they had to go out, and they went out of business if they gave it to 2K Games or something like that. So, I mean, you can't expect anything perfect. And actually, Duke Nukem Forever was actually supposed to be using the Quake 1 engine, I heard. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard. Another thing I like about the game is the interactivity. you could do fucking anything in that game. And they went really specific, like you can like drink from a water fountain, you can take a piss, just like the first game, by the way. And you can actually pick up a piece of shit and throw it at people. I don't really do that though, it's kind of gross. But also the Duke Nukem also, has some like funny one-liners. And that's where the big part comes in too. They got the original Duke Nukem voice actor, John St. John, to do the voice acting. They didn't just pull some guy off the street and say, here, do Duke Nukem. They actually got the original guy back. And that's fucking cool. I mean, seriously, how many games do that nowadays? They just, instead of just, or like, okay, TV shows or cartoons or whatever, now they hire like different voice actors or whatever, even if the original ones are still alive. So, here, though, in Duke Nukem Forever, they took the original voice actor from Duke Nukem 3D and had him do the voice clips, and he does an amazing job. Just, like Duke Nukem 3D. So, I really don't see why Duke Nukem Forever sucks. Now, maybe I'm missing something. I'm sure I am, okay? Now, at the other thing I don't like about this that I forgot to mention, and this is why I did stop playing the game, is there's a puzzle where you have to, like fix these pipes or whatever, and I really don't know how to do it. And again, that's not what Duke Nukem is about. It's not about puzzles and shit. It's, like I said, to me anyways, it's about going through the levels, shooting shit up, collect the key cards, get some strippers or whatever the fuck, and just get out of there, And yeah, I kind of do miss the part at the end of the level where you're going, like, where Duke Nukem hits the self-destruct button, the conveniently placed self-destruct button, might I add. But overall, I really think it's a good game. Now, if you haven't played it, now maybe you've seen it, you don't like it. If you haven't played it, though, go ahead and play the demo at least, because I guarantee you, it's not that bad of a game, okay? It's not a bad game. Now, maybe the Xbox 360 version and maybe the PS3 version suck. But I'm talking about the PC version here. Now, I heard the console versions had, like, frame rate problems or something, like, when you turn it's like 30 FPS per second or something. So, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the PC version. Now let's see. My version did not crash. It did not have any didn't have any FPS problems when I was turning or anything. So honestly, I don't see any reason why. I don't see why the game sucks so bad. Even in the first part of the game, maybe I'm spoiling something, but if I am, then you might as well skip through the video. Is that they kind of bring back the part from the first game at the end of the first game, where you kill the Cycloid Emperor and you kick his eye through the goal on the football field. I mean, that's pretty fucking cool. I mean, it's cool that they brought that back. Seriously, they won't do that with any other game. Also, I've heard that some of the 3D Realm staff was working on the game even after they went out of business. So, if you're saying that Duke Nukem Forever sucks, you're pretty much saying Duke Nukem 3D sucks, since if it's true that some of the developers from 3D Realms worked on Duke Nukem Forever, which I'm sure is true, because they were the ones originally developing it, then you're saying Duke Nukem sucks. It's just like Super Noah's Ark 3D. If you say that game sucks, you're saying Wolfenstein 3D sucks. All they did with Super Noah's Ark 3D, by the way, that was made by one person, I hope you guys know. All they did was take the sprites, change them, change the level design, and change the music. That's all they did. They just took the graphics and just repainted them, pretty much. So, they just made new sprites. That's all they did. So the slingshot's exactly the same as a pistol. The whatever that thing is where you're rolling around, it's the same thing as the machine gun or chain gun or whatever. It's just that it's a different sprite. That's all that the fucking difference is. It's the same exact fucking game. It's the engine. And by the way, people, don't believe that fucking shit that ID Software was pissed that I actually got a couple comments regarding that lately. That Wolfenstein 3D or Super Noah's Ark was developed because ID Software was pissed that Nintendo censored the Super Nintendo version of Wolf 3D. By the way, that is a good port of the game. Anyone who says otherwise needs to be fucking mentally committed, if not sooner, But anyways, that's not true, and I can verify that because I actually talked to John Romero, the guy who founded ID Software, or who led it or whatever. So it's had something to do with, and this is how I remember it. Maybe I'm wrong a little bit, but this is what happened. And by the way, Super Nintendo R30 was released on MS-DOS first, before the Super Nintendo version. Just clearing that up. Color Dreams, which is Wisdom Tree, by the way, who made Super Nintendo R30, they were going to develop a game for Hellraiser. And the game, it was like a Super Nintendo game, I believe, and it was going to use like extra hardware from. So just so you know, Super Nintendo R30 was already made for MS-DOS, but they were making Hellraiser, or a game based on the movie Hellraiser, and it was going to use all this extra hardware, to make the game look better or whatever. But due to the cartridges being too expensive to ship out because of all the extra hardware, they had to scrap it and just convert, and then they just decided to convert Super Nintendo R30 to the Super Nintendo. But again, it's the same exact game. There's no difference between it besides different sprites, level designs, and sound effects and music. That's all. Those are the only differences. Other than that, it's the same exact game. So again, if you're saying Super Nintendo R30 sucks, you're saying Wolfenstein 30 sucks, because same exact engine. You might as well say my Billy Mays mod sucked ass, because that. I don't know why I'm so fucking tired, but I'm going to go now, and I hope you guys decide to give Duke Nukem, a chance, or a second chance if you've played it before. Sorry the light sucks in here. I turned the lights off because I'm sweating profusely in here. I know I should open up a window, but this window's so fucking hard to open that, I don't bother all the time. Then when I open the window, it's too fucking cold, and I fucking turn into ice or whatever. But so, anyways, that's all. I just want to tell you guys this. Maybe I'm going to lose some subscribers for this, but really, I don't give a shit. To be honest, I'm not on YouTube for subscribers, and no offense intended. I'm not trying to say I don't give a shit about my subscribers. I really do, but I'm not here because of subscribers. You guys ever hear me fucking beg for subscribers? Maybe I used to, like when I first started on here, but I don't now. What I do care about is that, people enjoy my videos, and that, what I really want people, from people is that to have their nostalgia relived, that's what I'm doing. My tagline on YouTube, I know it's not all that great, but restoring nostalgia one gunshot at a time, so anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later. So peace out. Hope you guys are having a good one, and if I don't talk to you guys sooner, happy President's Day. See you.